Previously on the Coast to Coast adventure, Brian and I began our adventure across the country at the Irish Sea. We enjoyed the luxurious lakes and got battered by savage winds climbing England's third highest mountain. Everything was going according to plan. Until...
I am currently descending down the mountain. This is not quite how this was meant to go, but I found it what I thought was a very nice spot for wild camping, and it looked beautiful. It was by that lake that you could see from the top of the mountain, and while I was setting up my tent, the wind was so unbelievably strong that it managed to snap my tent pole, which means I don't think I can actually put up my tent anymore, which is a real issue. Not necessarily for tonight, because I can go and stay at the youth hostel down in the valley, but more the whole trip. So watch this space, but the Coast to Coast adventure is in jeopardy. Brian's inconsolable with grief. There's the tent drying out. There is the vanquished pole. Yeah, there's essentially three options here. Either I buy a new tent and carry on with that, carry on but don't use a tent and stay in exorbitantly expensive B&Bs, which I don't want to do. Or another option is just to go home. I'm very tempted by the fourth option, which is the mad option of just trying to use the tent anyway. Good morning from beautiful Patterdale. Well, I'm exhausted. I walked 23 miles yesterday, a lot of it in the dark, and I got lost multiple times. So the plan is now to try and carry on with my tent. Actually, I was booking lots of accommodation and whatnot, but I've realised I have a plan. I'm going to try and use my trekking poles to keep my tent up. I don't know whether it will work. It's windy. This water is flowing into this up ahead, which is the Hawes Water Reservoir, providing drinking water for over 2 million people. And it's a farewell to the Lake District. We are out, and I think into Yorkshire now. We are close now to Shap, which is an interesting name, but all I care about with Shap is that it's got a fish and chip shop, or should you say potentially a fish and chip shop. All good, Brian? And there we are, on the side of this house. They've very handily put a reminder of how far I've come. 56 miles I have walked now from St Bees, and I have 126 to go. I think this fence needs repairs, but something that needs more repairs: the ruins of Shap Abbey, Britain's last monastery, both last founded in 1199 and also the last to be dissolved in the dissolution of the monasteries. As you can tell, they did a pretty good job of it. To rubbish tent repair. I'm trying to hold it up with my trekking poles. The wind and rain has descended. This is... This is a real turnout for the books. Check it out. We have one pole there holding that side up. We have one pole there holding that side up, and then we have this black metal thing holding the pole up. Now, the big question is, will I survive the night? I don't know, but I mean, also Brian's bed has been slightly destroyed there. That was meant to be Brian's bed, but never mind. All things considered, that was not the best night of sleep I've ever had. Essentially, all through the night, there was the most absolutely biblical wind, just so loud and so strong and so terrifying. One of my trekking poles fell down. I kept trying to put it up and it was just falling down again because the wind was coming from that direction, so I gave up. So one half of my tent got a little bit wet on the inside, but not too much because I managed to put my towel there. My sleeping bag is dry, so that's good. I've packed everything up. We are ready to go. Brian is inside the bag today. I know he's a sloth and he's from the rainforest and he's used to the rain, but at the same time, I don't want him getting completely sopping wet because then he'll get heavier. Well, the Lake District was the home for many years of William Wordsworth. I can understand why he chose to write poetry about that place. Here, however, I'm getting echoes of Blake. We have England's mountains green, her pleasant pastures, and then dark, satanic mills. Starlings. Wow. Look at the formations. It's like a circle. Well, this is sort of what it's been like today, really. A ton of sheep, a ton of rain, squelching my way through fields. I've gone, how many kilometers? About 14 kilometers, so I've still got about 18 left. Not even halfway. Big one. I've only seen 2 people today, and I've been hiking for over 8 hours. I have, however, seen a lot of sheep. Not sure exactly how many. I started counting, but then I was falling asleep. Hey! That is quite possibly the ugliest sheep that I've ever seen. Looks like a pig. Mostly sheep run away. These sheep are coming closer, which I really don't like, especially because they all have horns. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Are they still following me? Oh God, they are. Oh no. Oh no, I've got sheep stalkers. Oh, they're all coming. Oh God. Oh, this is actually a little bit scary because if they all rammed me, then I would be hurt. Oh boy. I think they're just being curious though. Oh. I don't even want to look behind myself. Oh, they're still coming. 82 miles done, 108 to go. The weather today, well, you can kind of see, to be honest, it's not good. But I'm feeling positive because I think I may have found a solution to my tent problem. Watch this space. We will see if it works tonight. Ah! Don't know if you can see that, but the rain is falling sideways because it's so windy. Brian's back out. He's not in a very good mood with me. Okay, alright, fine. He's not in a very good mood with me because his bed in the tent is broken and he had to sleep in it at a different angle and he didn't enjoy it the other night. So I'm hoping I can make it up to him later by fixing it. But for now, he's yeah. Sorry, Brian. I'll sort it out, I swear. Honestly, this sloth. Sorry. Lovely day for a walk. Time standard. I did it. I've come through that. And I can't tell you how difficult it's been. Absolutely unbelievable. But I've done it. And I'm at the top. This is a high water mark. Entire thing. Oh my God. Brian, how are you doing? Welcome to a random barn. Today's been the most difficult day so far, not just of the hike but also possibly of my life. Yeah, coming down off 9 standards, long, arduous, boggy, beyond belief, cold, wet, extremely windy, and yeah, my waterproofs, which did so well yesterday, have yeah, not done quite as well today. I'm soaked through, I'm absolutely freezing. If the weather stays like this, it's just not worth doing. This is seriously horrible. Like, just beyond belief. Don't you agree, Brian? Look at Brian, he's absolutely wrecked. That is a sloth that has seen some sights. I have PTSD from that experience, which of course stands for Pennines Traverse Sogginess Disorder. But if you don't believe me, just look at the state that Brian is in right now. He is spaced. Also, he's kind of the same colour as the carpet. Are you good, Brian? Yeah. Right now, I think, having crossed the spine of England, that's a natural point to pause and maybe return when the weather also returns to being good and not absolutely terrifying.
And so, with broken tent poles and broken hearts, Mr. Amphlett and Brian decided that it was simply too difficult to continue. It was time to go back home. Or was it?